For most of my life, I thought being strong meant grinding nonstop, waking up, work, handle responsibilities, push through, and repeat. I survived in survival mode so long that I didn't even realize I'd forgotten how to actually live. Then I finally booked a trip to Florida. I took my first cruise. I went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, which was on my bucket list. Standing there watching the ocean, it hit me. I've built a whole life and never stopped long enough to enjoy any of it. And now, I'm not the only one. Some of you woke up today already exhausted for the day. Some of you haven't taken a real breath in months. Some of you can't remember the last time you did something just because it made you happy. This talk's for you. I've lived in survival mode in every form you can think of. Surviving an abusive home, being kicked out at 17, surviving an abusive husband, losing the love of my life, my second spouse, rebuilding my life again and again. Those experiences taught me resilience, but they also taught me something else. Survival is not the finish line. And today I want to challenge you to do something simple but life-changing. I ask of you, stop surviving and start living. What living actually means? Living isn't just breathing. It isn't just working. It isn't just checking that box on that to-do list. Living means choosing joy on purpose. It means stepping out of autopilot and into your own life. For years, I confused productivity with purpose. If I wasn't working, I felt guilty. If I wasn't grinding, I felt behind. And if I didn't take every penny that I made towards some kind of bill, I was a complete failure. But surviving mode is sneaky. It does become a habit. You don't even realize you're stuck in it until something shakes you awake. For me, that wake-up call was standing on the deck of a cruise alone, watching the ocean stretch out forever. For the first time in years, I felt peace. I felt freedom. I felt alive. And I realized I had been surviving my life, not living it. Why this matters to me? Let me tell you something about starting over. It's not glorious. It's not inspirational in the moment. It's messy, it's painful, and it's lonely in a way that's so hard to explain. I've been knocked down more times than people will ever experience. I survived an abusive family. I grew up around abuse, drugs, alcohol, and had to fight every day not to become what was around me. I was kicked out at 17 by my stepmother and cut off from my own family for more than 20 years without a fight, for my own family to keep me around. I went through a marriage that didn't survive, one that was abusive because that was the only love I've ever been taught. I lost a spouse in a tragedy that shook my world, a moment that forced me to rebuild from the ground up once again. My life has been torn apart and rebuilt more times than I can count. But every time I rebuild, I learn something new. Survival teaches you strength, but living teaches you joy. And today, I want joy. I want to feel proud of the woman I've become, not just because I survived everything, not just because I finally choose me. Traveling took back my life. That's what that did for me. Trying new things and crossing off my own bucket list, that did that for me. Learning to fix my own car, repair my house, and take on projects I never thought I could do. All of that showed me that I was capable of more than I ever believed. Living gave me back peace of myself I didn't even realize I had lost. While this should matter to you, here's the truth. Most people don't realize how much they are missing in life. We're used to the routine, wake up, work, repeat, and we'll forget we're allowed to enjoy life and rebuilding it. But joy doesn't require a cruise. It doesn't require a plane ticket. It doesn't require a big dramatic moment. It starts with something small, one moment where you say, I matter too. One moment where you choose you. You choose fun, you choose curiosity, You choose something that makes you feel alive. Once you take that step, everything else will start shifting. So today I share what it means to move beyond survival mode, how my own life forced me to wake up while choosing living matters for every single person listening. My message is simple. Life is more than surviving. You deserve to live. So here's my challenge to you, my call to action. Do one thing this week that brings you joy. Just one. Something small, something simple, something that reminds you that you're still here and you are living your best life. As for me, I'm going to keep choosing experiences that make me feel alive. Whether that's another solo trip, another DIY project, just a quiet moment where I can teach myself to breathe. And I want to leave you with this. When I stood on that cruise ship, watching the sun rise over the ocean, I realized something powerful. Life does not wait, but you can choose to stop, look around, and finally live it. I hope today is that moment you choose to start enjoying life. Thank you, and you have a great day.